Alright crew, so welcome back to the channel guys, and welcome back to another video. So this video here guys is going to be an unboxing. I tell you what, we ordered these gauges. It took 4 months for these gauges to come in, man. I guess with everything going on in the country, in the world, as far as supply and demand, they did not have these gauges for my 55 in stock. So I guess they had to special order them. I ordered them late in the summer, and they told me they was going to get here around January. So we just got the package in. I'm so excited. I'm up here in my living room now, guys. We're going to go ahead and do a quick box opening, and we're going to go over these gauges. And look, I got my kitty there. Hazel want to be in the shot with me. So anyway, guys, make this video quick and short. We're going to go ahead and do a quick unboxing. So don't go away. We're going to get right into it. So we're out here in the garage, and I got all the parts laid out to the Dakota Digital kit. First thing we're going to do is we're just going to see where our computer is going to fit. These lines here is for the oil sensor and for the coolant temp sensor. And I do know that some of these we're not even going to have to use. For example, like this speed sensor here. I would not use this. I do have a 480, so it has its own wires. So this here is going to be discarded. So we're just going to put this to the side. So everything else is we will use. And these here hook up to the back of the monitors. Okay. And then I have my adjustable readout. Hook this up into the computer. That's how we can program it and everything. So I do need to put this oil sensor. And most of the time, I'm going to show you guys, I may not be able to show you, but a lot of times they put this oil sensor by your oil. That is like right below the manifold, but mine is going to go, you probably can't see it, but it's going behind the block. So I'm going to have to get in between there and take it's the old one in there, but I'm going to put the new one in that we got from Dakota Digital. So before we get started with everything, I'm gonna go ahead and try to take that out and put the new one in. And one thing about this particular kit here, there's a lot of Dakota Digital videos on YouTube and everything, but there is not a step-by-step instruction. So I'm gonna try my best to go step-by-step. Whenever we plug the wires into the CPU and everything, it's very straightforward. This is one of the simplest kits. I'm not an electrician by no means, whatever, but trust me, if I can do this, anyone can do it, guys. And I've done 3 of them. So we're gonna go ahead and try to do a step-by-step. Every time I put a wire in into the CPU, I'm gonna try to show it to you guys. So let's go ahead and get started and put this oil tip sensor in. So you can see that oil temp sensor right there in the back of the motor. It's going to be real tight and hard to get, but that's where I put mine. I did not put mine below the filter right there. You have to buy like an adapter and a special plate. You know, basically these motors already have a place for it, so this is where I'm gonna put mine. So I got to reach back there. I'm gonna see if I can. It's gonna be real tight, so let me just see if I can. Alright, I pulled that little clip off right there. So now let's see here. Now see if we can see it. So that's the top of it. So now I have to get something to, now I have to get a socket to get that off. So let me try to get that off, guys. So in order for you to take out the oil pressure switch, the OEM in the back of the 5.3, you got to get a special socket. Or I mean, this socket says it's a 1 1/16, but as you see on the inside, it has little grooves just to fit that oil pressure socket. I'm sorry, the oil pressure switch. So this is the socket that you need to get back there to pull it out. So let's go ahead and pull it, yank it out real quick. Here it is. Let's put the new one back in. So this is the old switch that came out, and this is the new switch. So you can see that the bottoms are totally different. But one thing that's great about this Dakota Digital kit is that it comes with a lot of different fittings and fittings. And the only thing we need to do is basically make sure we got the proper one. Alright, so we got this one here. They look about like the same size. I know that was too big. So I believe it's this one here, okay? So we're gonna go ahead and put it on. Put that on. And then we also got a washer. It's a crush washer. And we'll put that on. And then we'll go inside and we'll tighten it down where it belongs in the back of the motor where we took this one out. So let's go ahead and get that done. Alright. So it was kind of hard to get to, but I had to use like this little hook to tighten it up because I couldn't reach it down there, but I got it tightened. So that's how you end up tightening it. And see, see if you guys can see it down in there. That's the new one that came with the Dakota Digital. So we got that nice and tight. So now I did buy a new temperature sensor and put it on there, but I'm gonna go ahead and change it and put the Dakota Digital one on there as well. So let me go ahead and change that out, and I'll rehook up these wires. So I did notice whenever I took the one that I had in there, actually this is the new one that I had because the other one broke, so I just went on here and brought a new one. But this is the one that looks more like the one that I took out for as the original one anyway, and this is what came in a kit for Dakota Digital. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the new one in there. Don't want to over tighten this because these things are real easy to over tighten and it'll snap off. They're known to snap off. So alright, so now the fun starts begins, guys. So we're inside now. We got all our wires ran from inside the cab through the grommet in the firewall, and now we're going to go ahead and hook up this CPU, and I'm going to try to hopefully you guys can see, because like I said, I am working underneath the dash. You know, it's not much light underneath there, but this is straightforward, guys. So the first thing I'm going to get is my harness, my wire harness from the truck, not the PSI. This is actually the truck wire harness, and these are already pre-labeled. Okay, so let me see here. You got the it's the dash lights. Okay. So what we're going to do with the dash light, we're going to put that in the dim, where you see the dim at the negative. So we'll put that. It has a little thing here that you screw up. Get your little screwdriver, and you should punch that straight in there. Which one did I just have? So this is a 12 volt outlet here, so I'm gonna put that into my constant power. As you see, the constant. Okay. Alright, that's good and tight. This is blue one. Is your right turn signal. I probably have to open this up a little bit. Put it where it says positive right. I put a little tug on it. See this one here. This is the left turn indicator. That's a stealth note. All right, let's get another one. So you got your ground. So I make a ground for this here, and I put it up on the dash. So we'll do that one last. And this one here, the brown is your gas. So that's your fuel sending unit. Okay, that's coming back from your tank. Fuel sender. So I put that one in the fuel send. Alright, so since we're on the fuel side, right here, let's move some of these wires here. Right here, you see fuel negative. Alright, that's the ground. So I actually ran a ground from my fuel tank, and I ran it all the way up to the front. So this is going to be for my ground, and I'm going to hook that directly into the ground. Alright, so this one here, so here's that. This is the high beam. Okay, so it says from a high beam, and over here you will see high beam pot, where it says high. Alright, for my lights. My dash lights, so I'll put that one on there. Put a little tote. Alright. So let me see, the only other one I have, okay, you got the accessory power. So I got my line coming from my harness that says accessory power. So we'll bring that up through here. I'm going to have to cut this because it's actually really long. So the accessory power. This is coming off my harness, the yellow wire. We'll put this right there where it says accessory power. This one red. See it right there? Red. Bluetooth. Alright, so everything from my harness, my truck harness, is complete. Alright, and these here are just little extras. I actually capped them off. We didn't have to use them. You would not use everything that's on your computer here. Now the next one is going to be the PSI harness, and that's what we're going to hook up next. So we're back underneath the dash here, and we actually got our bundles from the PSI harness here. And I do want to point out, guys, that I am using a PSI harness. You guys may be using another type of aftermarket harness. So this is going to be just particular and straight for the PSI harness. These are the harnesses that I use because they're easy. They're basically plug and play with a few exceptions that you have to wire, like as far as your gauges and stuff. Most of these wires are for my gauges. Really quick, actually, for those of you who are colorblind, I actually labeled this to make it easier for us to go through these wires. You got the tan wire. Like I said, I'm actually using Dakota gauges, so this harness is perfect for Dakota gauges, guys. But this here is the oil pressure gauge, the tan one. You got a gray one, which is the ECT lead for the engine coolant temp. Then you got a white one, which is the tachometer. Okay, now I'm not hooking up my park neutral. Okay, but the orange wire would be your park neutral. And then we already went over the yellow wire is the brake signal. The purple wire is the brake signal for the TCC. And then your green wire is, I'm only running one fan, so this would be my ground for my fan. And then the brown will be the MLP lamp or engine indicator. The blue one is the second fan, which we're not using. And then the black one is your ground. Okay? The black one is the speedometer. Alright, signal. Alright, guys. So that's all of this is what for your switch. That was for the switch here. Alright. So now we're going to put it in place, and the only thing that we need to do is put the coax cables in the back of this here, and we'll set it in place. And then we also have to put the gauges up there, but unfortunately I'm not going to turn it on because I want to hook up my rear brake lights and everything. So that's what we'll be doing next, guys. So anyway, that's it for this video. I mean, that is it. Besides putting the gauges up top here, that's the only thing you have to do to hook up all of your wires in your Dakota Digital CPU. All right, very simple, straightforward. All right, crew, so hey, this is the finished product, man. We finally got the 55 gauges in, all installed with the Dakota Digital. Everything turned out really nice. It was just a little tight fit up in there. So I actually decided to run my brain box for the Dakota Digital gauges up here on my kick panel. So I'll make a kick panel and it'll hide all that there. So the only thing now I need to do is just tidy up my wires and everything, put my fuses and stuff in. And the reason why I did not go ahead and turn them on yet to test them is because I want to go ahead and do my rear tail lights and stuff first. So that's what we'll be doing next, and just wrapping everything up. And man, I tell you what, we're getting there, guys. It's looking really good. This Dakota Digital was a very simple, straightforward kit. As you see, everything is really tight, and I actually put that in a loom, and I put everything else in a loom as well. So hey, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and like I said, this was a step-by-step procedure of the Dakota Digital. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel, guys, to help me out. And like I tell everybody, man, if you got a good cigar, a fast car, a truck, hey, you know, smoke them if you got them, baby. CJ is out, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. Peace.